just like I would have beat up Axel.
Well, we only got 2, so how are we gonna divide that, guys?
We're gonna have it like a couple weeks at my house, a couple weeks at your house, a couple weeks at Dave's house. Just like going in on something, you know. We all put our money together and bought a Cadillac. Right.
Sad? Sad happy? I haven't heard them.
I like a Portland band, Sprinkler. Saw them play at Crocodile Cafe. They were really good. Like Tad a lot. Mud Honey.
Mud Honey. Awesome.
Well, the funny thing is that the future of grunge music is now evolving from Palm Springs, California. A band named Kyuss, Kyuss, which is the album of 1992. It's called Blues for the Red Sun, and it cannot be beaten. What's that? They're from the desert, and I suppose they eat a lot of mushrooms and smoke a lot of pot, and they just rule the world. Yeah.
What's so cool about that?
I'm saying it's a desert thing.
The Manson family. Well, it's a bit wet.
His nipples are really sore.
Our eyes are really open. It's wonderful. It's great. No, I haven't had to really change her diapers yet. We have a nanny to do that. I'm just teaching her how to cuss and flip people off.
She's almost got it. She's just got to put all the other fingers down.
Almost sucking her thumb, too. Come on, suck your thumb. Suck the thumb. Kissing babies is always a good political move.
Now we can renegotiate our
You might give my wife some ideas. You have, in a way.
Does that affect the band in any way?
Really?
I've been married for almost 3 years. Yeah. Oh, right.
Really? Shelly wants to have a baby now?
Well, she's pretty blown away by the whole thing, you know.
It's a trend.
It's a trend, that's right.
Look at me. I don't even have a girlfriend.
I know. You should give out your number on television, Dave. Area code 206.
Sex letters.
441-8441.
Yeah.
441-8441.
8441. Please, I need a girlfriend bad. Just ask for Bruce or John.
Okay, what's up? You guys are back in Seattle. Are you here?
No.
We'll get some recording done sometime.
Yeah. I'm going to try to record by the end of this month, really. Or maybe early part of October. We have the material ready. We were sound checking with a lot of it. Kind of got to pick up a few loose ends on a few songs, but pretty much the songs are done, you know. We're excited about it. Want to make a new record, really absolve ourselves from the whole Nevermind thing, and, you know.
Where are we going to record it?
We've got to figure that out. Even just maybe,
so.
maybe not.
I think we might be recording in LA. If we find a studio, I'd like to do it down there, but we'll have to vote.
Well, I want to record in LA so I can ride my motorcycle down there. So.
What about
We're going to play in Buenos Aires, Argentina on October 30th. And we're going to go play a benefit for world Nazis. The Nazi on the run, old folks home, you know. They're getting old and frail, you know. All the gold they looted has kind of been spent away. What's that?
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho?
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yeah, but there's no Nazis on the run there, see.
What is there? Come on. Come on.
We have some old home movies, Super 8 stuff. I gotta show you that stuff. It's pretty funny.
I've seen almost all of it, hasn't I?
But not 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fun to see. I haven't seen it for a long time.
You have it all in one reel, don't you?
Video.
Oh, really? Yeah, maybe we should put some of that in our home movie. I mean, our home video.
Yeah.
We're gonna put out a home video pretty soon. Yeah, just 2 hours of Frances sitting there.
Isn't she cute? Look at that. Oh, she blinked.
Okay, you guys.
It is a rip-off, but we didn't
Absolutely.
It was
know.
so unintentional, man.
Yeah, see, I remember I had that little guitar part, and I went to at least 15 of my friends and said, where the fuck have I heard that? Where the heck have I heard that before? And no one could come up with it, and I couldn't figure it out, so we kept writing the song, and then obviously after the song was recorded and everything, we figured it out, and someone pointed it out to us. And it sounds a lot like it. Huh?
My Sweet Lord.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
only so many
it's
riffs
just a
you can come up
coincidence, but it's pretty damn similar. So. Well, I only heard the first Killing Joke album, and it doesn't have that song on it, and that's the only Killing Joke that I was familiar with. But now that I look back on it, I remember seeing that 80s video on MTV a long time ago. I think it was on The Cutting Edge or something, like a few years ago. And so that's where I got it stored in my subconscious, I guess. But I didn't do it intentionally, I swear. I swear.
Any thoughts on politics?
Oh, we'd better not say. It may hurt our careers.
Yeah, we might not be.
12 years, Republicans. I know there are Republicrats, Democrats, Republicans. Lines get hazy sometimes, but I think there's enough of a line between George Bush and Bill Clinton. And I'd definitely vote for Bill Clinton and take it from there. You just always attack from the left, and when somebody's in the left up there, you attack them from the left, and hopefully you can put somebody up there. It's a slow process, slow mentality in this nation, so keep our fingers crossed.
You guys see the Bill Clinton on MTV?
I saw parts of that. He was good. He's a sharp guy. He's got a lot of ideas, too.
He promised to come back too, didn't he? Did he promise to come back on MTV? I think he did. But this time I think he should bring Tipper Gore with him.
Yeah, but I don't let that Tipper thing faze me at all.
Yeah.
She's the vice president's
Compare
wife.
Tipper to George Bush's wife.
Or Marilyn Quayle, you know what I mean?
She's pretty.
And Tipper's really toned down in the last 3 or 4 years. The PMRC is just like not as aggressive as they were. They're keeping her really quiet too. They know it could be damaging. And Washington Music Industry Coalition wrote a couple letters to the Clinton campaign and about Tipper, and they haven't responded.
How about House Bill?
Oh yeah, WMIC's working in correlation with the ACLU.
So Tipper Gore being on the ticket doesn't affect
There's, abortion. We're one Supreme Court justice away from abortion being illegal, and that's really serious. All the civil rights that we've lost in the last 12 years. The Tipper, that whole thing, censorship means a lot to me. But you can hold it in both hands, and I think things are really like this, So.
What's new? I don't know. I haven't read anything for a long time that I've actually believed in interviews, because we've had so much experience with, so much crap written about us. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I've always chosen to, select what I do an interview with, and that's why I don't do interviews very often. Is because I expect to be misquoted. It happens too often. It's just it's been really damaging to us, to tell you the truth. It's really affected my personal life a lot. The woman in Vanity Fair came into our house with an agenda. She knew exactly what kind of article she was going to write before she even met us before. She knew that she hated Courtney because of the rumors she'd heard, and she believed them and decided to write a crucifixion piece. It's as simple as that. I mean, we've challenged her with coming up with the tapes to prove those quotes, and she can't do it. And all the quotes were by inside sources, and no names were made, you know. So it was obviously just a crucifixion piece, but I understand that a lot of people have been really affected by that. You know, they believe it. And I'm really surprised. You know, I'm really surprised that so many people would believe that shit. It's just.
There's real stigma.
It all started with one guy's interpretation of what I was like one night. It started with one interview in BAM magazine, and then after that it just spread like wildfire. Just because I chose not to, we chose not to promote this record anymore, not to go on tour for the rest of the year. I mean, we don't need any more press, you know? And what press we've had has been pretty damaging, so we decided to lay low, and obviously that was, someone would say, oh, that's because Kurt's on heroin the whole time. It's just like, I've done drugs in my time, and I don't think anyone should do drugs. I'm not going to promote it, and that's why I've never admitted that I did drugs, because I don't want anyone to be influenced by it. I think it's stupid, and I think that articles that are written focusing on heroin use in the rock world, they're ridiculous, because heroin use is no more worse than it was 10 years ago. I swear, I know it isn't. I mean, I've seen it for a long time, and it's just, I think that when articles like that are written, that they influence kids. Whether or not it's negative, it doesn't really matter, you know. It still makes kids think, oh, my rock star hero does heroin, you know, maybe I will someday. And I think it's crap. Oops. What? Yeah. And the drug dealing in Seattle, I mean, the drug use in Seattle is nothing compared to how they've written about it. I mean, there's one drug dealer in this whole town, you know?